Hello everybody, Mr. Pilgrim here coming at you with the next Platinum Trophy guide, and that is going to be for Berserk and the Band of the Hawk. It is one of the few anime games that you can grab that does not require you to have to do any form or sort of multiplayer interaction. Thank God. But I figured I'd do this game next in honor of Kentaro Miura, may he rest in peace. As much as I would like an end to Berserk, I think with what we got, it is a befitting end. But for this, my apologies. But for the sake of things, we're just going to jump right into the game. Just going to be playing through each and every single mission, trying to do as many of the side categories and things that you can. Which I will go into once it starts. Actually, this will be the tutorial to teach you about the game. So actually, I'm going to skip to the first mission. That way I can actually show you things. You will get a trophy though for completing the tutorial, so don't worry about that. But we're now going to move on. Alright, so once you've now completed the prologue, you should be familiar with how Guts moves and operates. So while we're here, we're just going to mainly be focusing on grabbing a couple of chests. And while you're here, you can also focus on trying to defeat so many enemies, as you need to at least defeat 1,000 enemies in a single mission. There are missions that you can do later on that can also achieve the same thing, so don't worry about that. Just for now, focus on getting familiar with the game, getting accustomed to how it operates and things like that. Do note that it is in Japanese. There is no English version of the game. I mean, yes, it is mainly in English, but most of the text and all that is in English. But most of the missions are pretty straightforward. Main thing is that you're just trying to like I said, play. There are objectives that you have to do. So you have to take out 3 of these lieutenants in the first area. Each are next to a chest that you can grab. You'll see in the bottom right corner how many enemies you have defeated. Now another thing you're going to be trying to focus on is just getting all the baylets. Most of those will come from just playing through the game. Others will come from doing optional things during missions. You can always go and replay any mission at any point in time, so don't worry about if you miss anything. But now once you're inside, you're basically just mainly going to be dealing with these 4 general guys. Pretty easy to find. All the enemies behind me. You can also find random pieces of equipment from defeating enemies. But now the last guy will be up here. Activating the Frenzy and Death Blow is your best guarantee for getting quick clears on enemies, as you see. But like I said, if you can't get the 1,000 kills, don't worry. Now we're going to make our way over here. This will be the next objective that you'll have to do, so don't worry about that, as we're already on the way. Now up here we'll just have to take out the catapult. So we can just go like this. Try and take out these officers because they will deal the most damage to us. You can hit the frenzy gauge. There we go. I'll probably be cutting out most of, if not all of the missions, and then instead just going for most of the important stuff. Because most of the trophies can be achieved fairly early on. Or by just mainly playing through the game, and then the rest will just come later on once you have unlocked everything, for the most part. I'll probably do a just show of what each optional thing that you have to do in the missions is, that way you know. But from here, you're going to want to just come up. A weird little cutscene here that you can skip. But you'll have to come over this way, I believe. Once you're in here, you will have to defeat the Midland officer, as that is one of the optional things that you have to do. This also gives you a chance to build up some of your frenzy. Yosh, 100 enemies isn't that bad. But yeah, for the most part, this is basically the majority of what the game is. Just playing through the main story missions. Those will get you a good percentage of the trophies. Then the rest will just be specific character things that you have to do. And then from there, defeating certain things on Berserk mode. Yeah, might as well finish out the first mission. There'll also be a thing for equipment that you'll have to get too, as you'll randomly receive equipment. When you complete missions, there's that. So now once we're here, we can deal with the big boy Big Dick Bazooso here. Do note certain bosses also have their own kind of abilities that they can use as well. But this should be the it for Bazooso. Yep. Once that is done, the mission will be over. And just like that, it will basically be victory. Like I said, you'll have a screen. You'll also need to level up characters to unlock certain things. You know, basic stuff. You'll also get, like I said, spoils of war, or i.e., you know, equipment. For the most part, you basically just want to save all of the stuff that has charges, as those will come in handy later on. You also materials and things that you can equip as well, so might as well go ahead and do that. You'll also see here that you'll unlock baylets. Pretty simple. Those will give you pictures, free mode. We'll go into Endless Eclipse later on after we do the main story, as I feel like it's just better to do that later once you have some gear and access to more things to help you throughout Eclipse mode. So for now, and as you can see when you go back here, you can you can see the info. But, you know, like I said, you can always go back and replay any of the missions, and then that'll get you all of the baylets. So for now, I'm probably just going to skipping to once I've done all of the story missions. There will be some side stuff that you can also do as well along the way, so go ahead and do those. But I'll see you once I've done all of the main story missions, as there's nothing too crazy about it. Like I said, doing that will get you a good percentage of the trophies. Alright, so now once you have completed most of the main story, actually completing all of the main story, you can also want to make sure you go through and do all of the events, because that'll get you a trophy in itself. But as you can see, you want to make sure that you go through and get all of the baylets. Most of them are pretty simple. Like I said, you can check to see what all you have to do. And you can always replay these missions in case you miss one. If you want to see, there's probably guides that you can find on how to get each specific baylet in each mission, letting you know exactly when and where to get them. But upon doing so, as you'll see, that there's quite a bit. A lot of missions to play through, but once you do that, you will get all of the trophy missions. And then from there, the next thing you want to focus on is mainly doing Endless Eclipse mode. There will be 100 levels that you'll have to go through. Now, in the process of doing that, you'll also want to make sure that you're leveling up one character to level 99. As you can see, I've gotten Guts to 91, and I made it to layer 81. But upon doing so, we'll get you another couple of trophies as well. I believe 4 in total, 4 for each of the 25 layers that you go through. And then another one for getting your main character to 99. You can always level them up. Certain characters can be increased, and then you can use money to do that as well, but they can only go based on what your current highest level character is, to make it easier to do stuff for the other characters. So the next thing to talk about is probably going to be doing items. So what I mean by that is, whenever you do a mission or something, you can equip items, you can equip gear, you can buy stuff from the shop. So that's going to be the main thing to do. So you'll go to battle preparation, and then you can equip things, as you can see. Now when you're doing the endless eclipse mode and going through the layers, you want to save your consumables until the last 20 or so levels, just because those enemies start really dealing out some tough damage. And then from there, you basically just want to go through and equip whatever items you want to equip, level them up, you know, whatever is best, as you will have to have at least obtained all of the items by the end of the game. And trust me, there's quite a lot. Some of them are only obtained by upgrading, and then some can be purchased from the shop, as you can see. Whenever you have a chance, it's definitely best to buy the materials, as most of the items aren't too expensive, but the materials to like upgrade and amalgamate certain things, as you can see, like this, can kind of get costly. But this is how you upgrade things. So that'll probably be going into more detail in the second video. The first one I'm going to try and keep it kind of short. But for now, going through, playing the game, do all those trophies, get all the baylets. That will get you a picture or so, and that'll get you another trophy in itself. I'll try and show you the picture now, if the game will load. Then from there, you just want to go through and do endless eclipse mode. And while you're in endless eclipse mode, there is actually random baylets that you can find. There's also missions that you can do in endless eclipse mode that will unlock you baylets. So just keep that in mind. Let's see if I can find it. I think it's in awards. Yes, there we go. As you can see, that's one of the 6 images that you can unlock. It's a little... yeah. Anyways, so yeah. So from here on, we're going to focus on the specific individual character missions or character related trophies, and then as well as what is best for getting all of the items and stuff like that. So anyways, I will see you all next episode.